Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Smith catches left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Now on on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Listen to me. Hey, Alpha. 53, Mike. Watch the curve. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On play action, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch out.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 98 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Running right, this is Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
In your face.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On first down, Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. Nothing on that one, it'll be second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 54.
Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Any weapon.
They go play action. Cousins. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the... And the defense loses him. It's complete. 27 yards there. A first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Take 3. 218.
Off the play fake. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Yellow. Mike 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash. C6.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Open man is Cantrell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again.
Hey, Sunday. 54.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively,
and the Chiefs are going to get him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
To try again after the sack. Cousins steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Darren Lee there to get him down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, box truck.
From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Third and long for Cousins. Room to run inside the 40. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And down right around the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fourth down, Cousins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Play fake. Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down now, it's Ingram. They find some open field here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. To Gordon, out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Chiefs 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, pick it. 57. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, here's Cousins. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Throwing. Cousins. They go screen. This is Ingram. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one 4th quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
He's checking.
Play action now. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. To throw, Cousins. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught at the 7. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, Orbit. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Okafor able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They come out here in the eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Did your high school have that same push 'em back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and, boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. And again, it's Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Cousins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Minnesota, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.